Hello, welcome to this video tutorial. Let us start with our first drawing in Qcad and let us see how we can use grid for accessing those basic drawings. So the grid control option which is there in Qcad, you will find that option in edit drawing preferences. So these are the basic options which you find in the drawing preference. You can have a dimension settings, that is height and what kind of things you want in dimensions basically. So if you just keep proportions, everything will be proportionality with the text height. If I untick or I tick it, you will find text height option. You can change that text height option, and everything other will be, all other options will be proportionately changed. Okay, the separator you can change different fonts if you want, line formats, label formats, precision, how much you want, everything you can change with the basic dimension settings option. Then in general you have a setup of drawing units. Here you will find different units, millimeter, inches, from which unit you want to start. We generally start with millimeters, mmgs. So you can select that unit as the reference. Then you have the important options of grid. So forget about ports for now. We are only having one viewport, that is one drawing area. So we will focus on this viewport one. So there is a isometric grid option and there is a display grid option. So if I am putting it off, that option is already there on your screen, switch on and switch off grid. So you can do it on from screen also. And if you want, you can give different spacing for grid and that will be fixed. So let's say I am going for 10 and 10 on both sides. Okay, and I will say apply. Okay, now my grid will be fixed. This will not change even though I am zooming in and zooming out. That will keep on the same grid. Okay, so basically I have to change this option also, meta grid. So you can keep it at 10 also, and then it will be fixed. Okay, so you can use this option of specifying grid value. I preferably go for auto because it is always good to have auto grid. Depending upon your zoom, the grid will keep on changing and you can take reference of those grids. Okay, so this is the grid option. You can go to line type. The basic scale is 1, so you don't have to change that. Points display is basically how you want to display a point. Generally it will be displayed as cross, or you want to have a circle and cross. Those things you can change here. Okay, and printing layout we will discuss it later. These are the basic things we want to discuss in this video, that is dimensions and general settings which you can do for a single drawing. You can just say apply and okay. Now let us start with our first drawing, that is a line command. So I can go to line command. Here line tool is available. In line command, so generally this is the pattern of your every command in Qcad. If you click on the command, you will find sub options of how to start a line. Now for line you want to start with a point. 2 points will define a line, so you just have to define 2 points. So the first option which gives you the 2 point line option, second option gives you the angle line option, third is horizontal, fourth is vertical, and so on. It will give various options by which you can draw a line. So we will start with our first option, that is line with 2 points. And if you check, my grids are getting snapped. So this is the third option which you get. Once I select the point option, how I can snap a point. So these are the different types where we can snap a point, in which you have a grid snap option. I will just select that grid snap option so that I will get snap of each and every grid. Okay, so I am just making sure I am in 100th of grid, and then you can start with this 0 and 0. I am just clicking there and my line is getting started, and I can just keep on going, 2 up, 2 times here, again up here. I am just using the reference of grid and trying to draw a symmetric drawing. Okay, To get out of the command, you can press escape 2 times. You will be completely out of the command. There is one more option for command to get out from. Let's say I am using a grid option again. So I can just take a reference of this grid to make different structures of drawing. Okay, now I have to get out of the command. I can just press escape or enter, and the other option is directly with the mouse. You can just right click once. That gives you the previous option, that is selection of point. So I can move ahead by drawing a rectangle, and once I am done, I will just right click. That will give me the previous option, which is a point selection. I will again go for right click. That will give me the lines option, and I will again click on right click. That will give me the take me out of the command. Okay, so you just keep on clicking right click, you will be completely out of the command 2 or 3 times, depending upon the options which are available in the command, sub options which are available in the command. You can get out from the, or you can eliminate, you can terminate the command at that instance itself by clicking on right click. So that is the helpful option which you can use instead of every time going for the escape or enter. Okay, so this is how you can take a reference of grid. If you want a smaller drawing, just zoom in, that is, and then just start a line and keep your snap option on, and then just use this grid as an advantage for drawing different things. Right click, and then I can have a square here, maybe right click, and maybe this line, right click, this line, this, and this. Okay, so this is from 0 to 10 grid, that is 10 by 10 grid, and this drawing is for 100 by 100 grid. So depending upon your zoom, you can just check what kind of scale is there at the top and side, and then you can pick up the grid and start drawing with the reference of grid. Okay, yeah, so this is what I want to discuss in this video. We will meet in the next video for the absolute and relative drawings in Qcad. Okay, thank you for joining.